Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dane here. Before we get into this episode of Creators United, I wanted to put a little warning here to anyone who may be offended or triggered by some dark humor that is towards the end of the episode in the last segment. So anyone that is doesn't like that kind of humor, just be sure to turn off the video or episode before that segment begins. Also, I would be remiss if I did not mention the horrible terrorist acts that are going on right now in Israel. I know this is obviously not a political show or anything, kind of more lighter tone humor show, but this stuff is important, and I just wanted to send out my sincerest condolences to anyone who has been affected by these acts, and I wanted to also be sure to anyone who is in Israel right now. We hope you stay safe, and we are praying for you in this time. If you want to know anything that you could do to help these folks, there are many charities that are donating. You can donate money to, and then that money will go to people affected by this tragedy. Unfortunately, just as a content creator, I guess, speaking from my experience, I can't really do anything to help myself except donate money to those charities. So I hope you enjoy this episode of Creators United, and let's get right to the episode.
It's time for another collaborative podcast that no one asked for. From the creators of Cases of Continuity, No New Friends, and Big Beautiful Dis, get ready for Creators United. And now, give it up for your hosts, Ryan, Dane, and Scott.
Yo! Welcome everybody to Creators United. I'm your host this evening, Dane, along with my dangerous co-host, Mr. Scott Maffei.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
And also I'm joined with the man of many names, the sophisticated gentleman on No New Friends podcast, RJ on Diz His, and according to Remy's Roundtable, he does not have his own show, Mr. Ryan.
No, according to Remy's Roundtable, it's Game Master Ryan.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
I see dead people.
He does.
6th Sense.
Yes. Also, I will mention I'm also known as Trivia Tour Guide Ryan on Remy's Roundtable.
That's right.
I am known as Simply Sophisticated on the Nerd Archive podcast. I am known as Ryan, my normal name, over on Studio 21, the baseball podcast.
He is known as SG sometimes on here.
And on all the dating sites, he's known as the guy I'm about to ghost.
Oh, man.
This is
true.
true.
All right. This is true. Also is joining us tonight, a very special guest, Mr. Jared Big Country from Studio 21, the baseball podcast. How are you doing this evening, Jared?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Dane. Glad to be here. Good evening, everyone. Hey, to the chat, Chris Yob. I have my eyes on you.
Oh, he would probably
I always feel
that.
like somebody's watching me.
It is
Halloween.
October. Jared's getting into the
Jared, it is great to have you. Just wanted to tell you happy belated birthday to your
Thanks very
belated
much.
self. It's always good to have you on one of our shows.
I'd also, before we get any further, I know that my co-hosts aren't the greatest at introducing guest shows to our listeners, so I'd like to briefly introduce what Studio 21, the baseball podcast is.
Absolutely.
Studio 21, the baseball podcast
Is it
has
about baseball?
Big Country Jared and C Money Christian as they dive into the world of baseball. They go through some history, which I really like. This season they'll be going through This Week in Baseball History, which I think is super fun. All the scores, their predictions, their brackets, and now they're in the postseason. And the team that they hate the most above all else is the Houston Astros.
Oh,
Welcome to the show, Jared.
that's America's
Fuck the
hated team.
Astros. Yeah, dude. Nobody likes the Astros. Only
Jared,
people in
anything
Houston.
in particular you want to tell our listeners about your show?
So our show is really where both C-Money and I can really discuss baseball, what's going on each week, and that what I love about our show is that our show is constantly fluid. We might have like a general idea what we're discussing, but a lot of times it's our live conversations that we speak it as it is, and no really any rehearsal. We just say it our minds.
You know, I'm truly saying this. You don't edit. Does Christian edit the podcast at all? Do you guys, or is it just live? Okay,
It's
well,
live.
unless like something is said, of course. You know, Remy's Roundtable, that goes horribly for, but your show, it goes amazing with, because it's a sports show. It's like I'm listening to ESPN. That's one of the things that I love about your show.
Jared, what I love about your show is you guys say what we're all thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big sports guy. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I'm a big sports guy. And I hate the other team that's playing against my team, but even more so than the other team, I hate the referees and umpires.
10 people that get your groceries, do not go out in public or you will be shot.
And you guys have no problem saying what we want to say to these referees, and
that is very true.
Putting out threats into the interweb. And I respect that move. I love it.
Hey,
10
look,
people
Angel
that get your
Hernandez,
groceries, do not go out in public or you will be shot.
that is very true.
That is that's one of C-Money's famous lines. Even though he was referring to the the birds of the Yankees, but the one guy that everybody hates, like everybody thought Joe West was the worst. He's 100 times worse.
Oh, yeah.
Angel Hernandez is a dirty rat.
Awful man. He's probably a nice guy, but like he's terrible umpire, terrible at his job. Ryan, do you have a prayer for us before we get into
we
anything more?
Need to start with a prayer.
Let's bow our heads.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll get into the prayer. All right.
Hail, Sandy, full of grace. Lord Remy is with thee. Blessed art thou when you teach your son to read, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Lord Remy. Holy Sandy, mother of Remy, pray for us in the world of popcorn and $1 million, now and at the hour of when Remy plays audio he shouldn't play. Amen.
Amen.
In case those who don't know, Sandy is actually Remy's mother.
Oh my god, that's great.
And we're gonna get
Oh my god,
if you miss it, we're gonna get a special appearance by C-Money himself.
Is he coming on? All right, awesome. Yeah,
he was
so
looking for the
during the second episode, right, we introduced the Remy's Roundtable Patreon to the world. The $5 tier. What a beautiful tier that is. You get to host the episode, the whole episode. That's right. And guess what we did ever since the last episode? That's right. We hosted Remy's Roundtable, and what a beautiful episode it was. At least on Twitch, until he got his hands on it and started editing.
I will say someone else took advantage of the $5 tier this past week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That would be Mr. Mark McKay. He paid $5 to have his friend host the show.
Oh,
Remy's never hosting again.
he didn't host it, did he? He didn't host Remy hosted it, didn't he?
Yeah, even though, and then Mark gave him crap for it the entire episode.
Of course.
Because Mark said, hey, I paid $5. Why is my buddy not hosting?
Well,
He really shot himself in the foot with that tier, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
Not thought through at all.
Yeah.
Dane, how much money would someone have to pay on Patreon to host?
Would you guys rather take $1 million,
Wait.
or would you rather take, or
million.
would you rather spend $1 million at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights?
They would
playing
have
the
to spend $1
soundboard
million.
at Renovention inappropriate times is bad.
Renovention.
So, Dane, how much money would a Patreon member have to pay for you to let them host
Oh God.
a video on Big Beautiful Diz.
Funny that you mentioned that. Dane and I were talking a lot about that actually a few days
yeah,
ago.
we were. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep clicking my drink here. I'm sorry.
We just talked about
probably.
off air, I want this to be a professional thing, even though it's organized chaos.
I'm
and
sorry.
Here we are with metal straws.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If there's one thing I hate worse than paper straws, it's goddamn metal straws. Okay,
Hey, Scott, speaking of things that you like and dislike, this might not be a bad transition, Dane, into one of our segments here.
It will be, but I didn't answer the question. Well, Remy didn't answer the question, the $1 million question. So can I not answer this one?
Whatever you guys want. I'm just here for
probably,
the
honestly, probably $1 million. If you want to host Big Beautiful Diz, give me $1 million, and you can have the whole channel for $1 million. I mean, honestly,
you would sell your channel for $1 million.
Oh, for $1 million? Oh, absolutely.
All right, interesting.
Yeah. Somebody
Ryan.
comes to me with $1 million, I swear to you, the channel is yours.
Okay. Interesting.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Remy chuck down 20 Beverleys.
That's not a bad idea, Jared.
That's a good punishment for
he owes me a punishment.
Wheel. Yeah.
He owes me a punishment, and I could make that happen. That's a
because one Beverly
really
is bad enough.
That's
a good one.
Okay.
Scott, when I saw Sarah do it, I was laughing my head off. So have Remy do it be so much better.
But not just one, because it's a punishment. I mean, it's punishment enough to just drink one, but anybody can do that. I love this, Jared.
More than one.
I love this so much, and we are going to pursue it.
Each time Remy downs one, somebody plays just a quick 3-second clip of Remy's Roundtable theme song.
Wide airy.
Ryan, how much money would it take for you to let someone host an episode of Cases of Continuity?
Maybe about 10,000 would be pretty sweet.
Okay. All right. Jared, how much would someone have to pay you to take your place on one episode of Studio 21, the baseball podcast? Which, by the way, it's not called Studio 21, the baseball podcast. That's just something I started calling it.
Oh,
it's
really?
Studio 21. Studio 21.
That's
but
funny.
When we started doing the outro and I was pushing everybody's channels and shows, Studio 21 by itself, I wanted to clear up that it's a baseball podcast. So I started calling it Studio 21.
And I believe the official name
podcast.
on Spotify is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Studio, then a microphone emoji, then 21.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. You're right.
So if I'm searching Studio 21 on Spotify, Jared, I've got to put Studio microphone emoji 21.
That or
It's brilliant marketing.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Studio 21 baseball podcast, I think, actually brings it up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Jared, how much money to let someone host in your place for one show?
No, I'll be honest with you.
Jared's like $20. The spot's yours.
Yeah. You'll pay somebody.
Really, she asked the money that question because I'm actually very proud of my spot, and like sometimes like how we speak, like how our disc flow sometimes may or may not be suitable for the youngers, particularly this week.
Mm-hmm.
As Ryan knows well, but the raw sailor talk that we did this week, but
not me, I'll say, not me.
As long as you have a good time, enjoy baseball, like you can kind of have fun for that. I'll just sit back and relax and just kind of be the kind of right there in the audience. Just don't say nothing. Just you have your fun. Let you have a little fun, make a fool of yourself a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Scott? As someone hosting No New Friends.
That's a tough question.
I can answer this question for you, actually.
Go ahead.
How does everybody here? You pay $1 a month for, I believe it was 7 months. Then you have a segment.
Then you can
that's
have your own
about,
segment.
anywhere from about 2 to 7 minutes long. You keep that segment up for about 3 months, and then he'll let you host an episode. But he'll be there for it.
Okay, look.
You really want to get on
That's
this
different.
Scott's
You're
skin?
not. Go ahead, Jared.
You really want to get on the Scott's skin? Buy him a six pack of Bud Light. And you really
Yeah,
There's a difference. What I letting a stranger who just becomes a Patreon member, I think that would be the $1 million a month tier, and they'd have to be a member for at least 12 months before I let that happen.
yeah.
People that I trust to host my show, $7. You know me.
The Venmo is on its way, Scott.
I can't give it up. I don't even, I can't do it.
Yeah, Ryan knows that you can't give it up.
I know. I felt so bad. I was so
I did
excited.
end up posting that.
Yeah, you did, and you did a hell of a job. And I was so
You did a
excited.
great job. Yeah.
I was
See, I
so
felt like I
excited
got
about.
better as that episode went on. I re-listened to it recently after I hosted my first Diz His episode, because I'm not obviously the most used to hosting episodes with other people on, since my show is just me. And I felt like I could hear myself get better each segment on No New Friends, and I felt like I was able to carry that through on Diz His, which was interesting.
Yeah. You are a natural, Ryan.
Thank you.
I was so excited about you hosting that episode, and so excited to see what an episode would be like with me not there. And then the timing worked out where I could be there, and I was like, I just can't do it. I can't let go. As much as I trusted you to do it, I couldn't let go.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. I mean, it's the thing you created. Well, a hosting spot is available almost every other week with Mary not being there. So
Yeah,
you
that's
could
true, yeah.
technically.
Yeah, Mary pays people to
yeah,
take her
yeah,
place.
Mary. Yeah, Mary's paying them.
Yeah, but I will not add anybody else as a permanent host. And I just because of the things that I know that she's got going on in her life, that's why I built the cast that I did, because really the magic number for me was always 4 or 5. Yeah. But we're right where I want us to be. I like where we're at, and we're finally at a point where, because back in the day I would freak out if Mary wasn't going to be there, because I had to shift topics. I had to completely change topics, and that's stressful because I don't know. It usually takes me a couple of days to come up with these topics in my head, based on what I've done stupid in the week. So if she's not there and I have to pivot, it was very stressful, and I felt like the quality of the content went down. Now we're in a place where any one person could not be there for the week except Chris, and it'll be a great show. If Chris is not there, then I gotta scramble a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but do we get to host next month too? Because he keeps it changes like every time that he promotes the Patreon. Sometime you get to host one episode, and then it's every other
episode
month
overall. But it's $5 a month. However, if you make a new Patreon account, I think
should we do another?
Did we drop our old Patreon account? Because we should drop that one.
I'm going to drop it tonight.
Wait a month, start anew.
Okay. Well, there will be a GoFundMe link in the description if you want to see us host another episode of Remy's Roundtable.
I will fund this endeavor.
This is not coming out of my wallet.
Okay, Rachel will fund this effort in the name of content and comedy.
Does Rachel want to host Remy's Roundtable?
No. She wants to yeet my computer into traffic. She does not want to host a podcast.
Hey, Jared, do you want to host Remy's Roundtable?
Yeah.
Why'd you even ask me that?
Jared has hosted Remy's Roundtable.
I mean, you got that really cool baseball background there. It'd be nice to have somebody cool host Remy's Roundtable.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Love Remy to death, by the way. Love Remy to death.
Wide airy.
Okay.
Dane is getting as
I'm
bad
sorry,
of
Ryan, I got
This is $10 soundboard. I have to get my money's worth.
Well, you're getting just as bad with you're playing Remy clips in the middle of a conversation and
That is
usually
true.
in the wrong place. You're getting
how
as
about
bad
this
as
one?
Remy is playing the actual clip of things in shows.
that.
You remember that one, Scott? From Diz Journey.
Dane, actually, I do remember that too well. And
every episode.
I think we're all in therapy from the Diz journey.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
but
My finger slipped.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, we made a new friend. We made a new friend since the last episode. We made a friend on Cameo. His name is John Roberts, and he has a little message.
All right, we should
for,
give some context here. John Roberts is a $1 cameo tier.
Yes, he is.
We thought it'd be entertaining to experiment with some $1 folks on
Yeah.
Cameo, see who they are, see what they have to offer.
Yeah.
We might be doing this a little bit further down the road with new episodes. And
Yeah,
we found
it
the
is-
Supreme
it-
Court Justice himself, John
We
Roberts.
have. So he has a little message for Scott here. Let's listen.
Hello, Scott. How you doing, pal? I'm a random man on the internet, and I come here with a message from the boys. Because, Scott, I hear today's a very, very special day indeed. Scott, it's only your bloody birthday. So congratulations on making it this far in life, unless you're suicidal or something, then better luck this year. You know, I've seen a photo of you. You've got a lovely, bold head. You know, it's nice, you know. If I saw you, I want to go up to him and just go, boom, you know, play like the bongos. Scott as well. There's nothing wrong with body weight, you know. I have no issues either way. But you're a big boy, Scotty. You're a rather large man, and I will be very, very surprised if you ever find love. Listen, you have a drinking problem as well, and you know what? That's okay. Everyone likes to drink here and there, but it would explain the weight. It would explain the baldness. Scott, you're a smelly human being. I've been told by the boys. You know, you act like you don't shower, you don't wash. You probably haven't wiped your ass in a while. But you know what, Scott? All that can change. You know, go and have a shower. Go and scrub yourself up, and who knows, maybe you'll find the person for you. Pal, I'm going to love you and leave you, mainly because I want to go to sleep. But I hope you have a great birthday, doing all the things you enjoy, hanging out with the people who love you. And if you want an extra drink, have one. Have one, not two. Right, see you later, Scott. Have a great birthday. Bye.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Thanks. That was good. That was funny.
What Dane didn't mention was that the original version was 2.5 minutes long, and there was
Yeah,
one part where the guy is distracted by someone who walks in and just starts talking to some random guy in his house.
Find love. Apologies if you hear noises in the background. I have no explanation. Scott, listen, you have a drinking problem as well. And you know what? That's okay. Everyone likes to drink here and there. But it would explain the weight. It would explain the baldness. And let's be quite frank, Scott, it would explain how smelly you are as well. Because, Scott, you are a smelly human being. I'm not going to tell you what just happened in front of me. Because, okay, stop. Thank you. Scott, you're a smelly human being. I've been told by the boys, you know, you act like you don't shower, you don't wash. You probably haven't wiped your ass in a while. But you know what, Scott? All that can change, you know. Go and have a shower. Go and, scrub yourself up. And who knows, maybe you'll find the person for you. And if you are already married, Scott, because I don't know your relationship situation, let's be real, they'll probably leave you very soon. I know I sure would. Scott, enjoy hanging out with the people who love you. So you're going to be spending the birthday alone. But listen, hanging out with your friends, with your family. And, it's your birthday, so be selfish. You want an extra slice of cake? Have an extra slice of cake. Although I wouldn't recommend, because you are a large thing already. And if you want an extra drink, have one. Have one, not two. Okay, because when you have two, you have three. And then you have four. And that's called addiction. Right, see you later.
That would have been fantastic. Are you kidding me?
I had to cut. I thought you would get annoyed by that.
No, that's hilarious.
Also, the bit was too long. It was 2.5 minutes. I don't know if that would have been funny by the point that happened.
I was enjoying the accent more than anything.
I know
was
the
trying to
accent.
think if that was an English or an Australian accent.
The fact that he's British or whatever accent that is makes it 10 times funnier.
Yeah, no, that was really funny. Nice job, guys. Don Johnson's charging $500. Leah Thompson's only charging $125.
Oh, well, you
Obviously-
can interview her now.
Obviously, he needs the money more than Danica McKellar, $150.
All right, cool.
I would drink her
Oh.
bathwater.
Jimmy Carter just died.
Shut
No
up.
way.
No,
No
I
way.
just wanted to see Scott's reaction. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. I was gonna.
But you missed
I
say
would have
there's no way.
immediately called No New Friends and said we have to
Yeah.
record right
Yeah.
now.
You
His
put up the
birthday
bad
was
signal.
actually 2.5 weeks ago. He turned 99. Didn't get
Yeah,
mentioned
they
on
had a
the
big
show.
birthday party for him.
He did. In hospice too.
I want to get. I would drink Danica McKellar's bathwater.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the heck? Is that? Do you view
Who
her
is
as
the-
that one like pink cat lady or whatever from YouTube, the gamer?
Wait. Hold on a second. Ryan, what part of YouTube are you on?
No, wasn't this a meme like a few years back? There was some like YouTube girl that sold back.
Oh, yeah. The person that did they dress up? There was people that were like
Oh, like a
taking
pink cat girl or something, right?
there's a lot of them, but there was
Oh.
somebody who was like selling their bathwater or something.
It was gross.
weird. Yeah, it was very
But
strange.
Scott,
Sorry, I'm
Why?
watching Danica McKellar's videos right now.
who is this?
Oh my god. She just said bang.
Who are you talking about?
It's slippery as hell, and I cannot get this stuff off of
Wanted me
me.
to surprise
Hold on.
you for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Says you guys have been together for a long time and you've had lots of adventures. Hello, Bang. This is Danica McKellar. Yes, I played Winnie Cooper on The Wonder Years many years ago. Well, your incredibly handsome husband, Max, wanted me to surprise you for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Says
Take
you
off your
guys have been
shirt.
together for a long time and you've had lots of adventures. Says that you
You're on the
love
wrong,
watching
site.
romantic comedies, especially mine. Yes, I did 16 Hallmark movies, and I've now done 2 movies for a new channel called Great American Family. The same guy who ran Hallmark
the
Channel for
minute
20
now,
years.
Danica
now
started a
you're
minutes
new-
just
long.
doing an advertisement. now.
No, she just, yeah.
So would you say that you enjoy BJ's more when Costco is closed?
I think I enjoy it when the soundboard gets played just a smidgen less.
I love Danica McKellar.
Who is the guy that Christian was trying to interview when he was on Remy's Roundtable during the
Jim Level.
Is he on Cameo?
Oh, the astronaut.
That's a. Hold on.
How old is Danica McKellar? Because she looks like she's on the older side.
She's probably in her 40s.
Oh, okay. Born in
Oh,
75.
she's
She's
what?
about to turn 50 in a couple years.
That's fine. I'm 43, 1975. So she's 4 years older than me. So she's 47. She played
That's in the
okay, so-
range.
So she played Winnie Cooper on the original Wonder Years with Fred Savage. And oh my God, everybody loved Winnie Cooper. Like she's just this cute little thing. And again, I was younger, so this is not me being a predator. Okay. But anyway, all right.
Judy Garland was a hot piece of
Oh, Tito
ass.
Santana, former professional wrestler. That's amazing. Jim level.
He's too old for this.
No, yeah,
LOV.
I don't even know if he's still alive.
Jim Lovell.
Oh, we get Jim O'Hare from Parks and Rec. Jim Cummings
Oh.
from Dis His.
Co-host
Yeah, Jim
of
Lovell's not on
business.
here.
All right, so I have a game for you guys. It's a nice little game, and since me and Jared and technically everybody in this call, me and Jared at the same time though, were part of Remy's Roundtable. Co-hosts.
We all were referred to as the dangerous co-host at one.
That is
point.
true. All of us have been referred to as the danger. That's right. We all have been dangerous. So the game, now I can't even say this without laughing. The game is going to be guessing Remy's top 5 most listened to episodes. So I have a list in front of me. And I'm going to give you the episodes, and you're going to tell me which one do you think is the most listened to, and which one you think is listened to a lot, but the least of the 5. So we
Hey,
got,
Dane,
yes, sir.
Who is the most uncertain Disney villain?
Uncertain. What do you mean?
It's a joke.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Gaston.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead, Dane, please. Wow, the appropriate time to play
yes,
the
sir,
soundboard.
yes,
Probably
sir.
didn't have the crickets on there.
I know. So we got ask me about my wiener. It's all about Led Zeppelin. The Thorough Report. Diz Journey, August 24th. And who would like to be a time traveler?
I just want to say the Wiener episode, that was my first episode of Remy's Roundtable I was on.
It's a great episode.
So it's Ask Me About My Wiener.
Ask Me About My Wiener.
All about Led Zeppelin.
Yes. The Thorough Report, Diz Journey, August 24th, and who would like to be a time traveler? So since this is a little bit more difficult, since you're pretty much just guessing out of nowhere, you can all work together. We're not.
Yeah, I don't even know what these episodes are about. But
Number one, I'm pretty sure.
By the way, if I gave this list to anybody, I don't think they would have guessed that this was the Florida Theme Park podcast. That these episodes,
right?
So Thrill Report is the Das Pass episode, and I think that's number one.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Diz
So
Journey, April
Thrill
20 or August 24th. I feel like that has to be high up there because
it is high.
Just because of
pretty...
how many times Dane has listened to that episode when putting together compilation stuffs. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that the Diz Journey August 24th is number 2.
Everyone else agree with that?
What do you think, Jared?
I don't know what you think. The fact that the Led Zeppelin one is when he had the 5-minute professor on and doing the quiz, that I was really annoyed of not being part of that because I got backstabbed. But I'm concerned with how popular Led Zeppelin has been over the years. I'm actually gonna put this during August 24th is number 3 and Red Zeppelin is number 2.
Okay. Well, Led Zeppelin is definitely a keyword here, but Diz Journey August 24th is number 2.
Oh, yes.
And Led Zeppelin is not number 3.
I think Led Zeppelin is number 4 and Wiener's 5 because Wiener is the newest out of all of these.
So you say Thrill is number 3?
But Thrill was number 1. I
Throw
think
Report is so here's the list so far. Throw Report and Diz Journey.
Okay.
So we still have Ask Me About My Wiener, Led Zeppelin, and who would like to be a time traveler.
I think Time Travelers 3. I think that Zeppelin's 4, and I think Wiener's 5.
Okay.
Final answer, lock it in.
All right, everyone's agreeing? Incorrect. That is not the answer, believe it or not. That is not the order, believe it or not.
A couple more permutations.
Yeah, I mean, you can rearrange them. Do you want to rearrange them real quick and see if you can get it? I mean,
no,
you're right.
No, just give us the answers. I'm not that invested.
Okay, so number 3 is Ask Me About My Wiener. Number 4 is Who Would Like to Be a Time Traveler. And number 5 is It's All About Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Believe it or not, Led Zeppelin is number 5. It's still in the top. I mean, it makes sense because Led Zeppelin is
so random.
Jared,
I want to go back. I want to go back to you. Could you please elaborate on the backstabbing? Just for us. Nobody's watching on Twitch. It's fine.
The meaning is that Remy knew how much I loved classic rock. I would 100% love to have been on that recording of being with the 5-minute professor on doing the history on Led Zeppelin. Do I get invited? No.
Why weren't you invited? You were a host. Weren't you a host when we did that episode? Or was that Queen that we did when you were? Because Led Zeppelin, we did Led Zeppelin, and then we did Queen the next month.
Queen, he cheated. Then
that is true. He did cheat on Queen.
It was a succession of you took a break, then I took a break. I did not at all said I'm quitting. I'm just taking a break because I was getting it should work, and he thought I was quitting. And
Okay, Jared. Remember,
right,
this
so-
is live on Twitch.
Jared, when you say you quit, do you think this led to your termination as a host?
definitely would open eyes to maybe consider other possibilities.
All right, so you were exploring other opportunities.
What
He was putting his resume into other podcasts. He was submitting his resume.
Being full adult as all of us, Scott, then trying to get my new career started off the ground.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
If you were given an opportunity to go back as a host, would you? And why would your
Ooh,
answer be no?
The answer is a big hard no, and the answer is this: I cannot stand inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think there's also two
inaccurate news.
Yeah, I think there's also two little letters that would not make us go back.
Just hold on a second.
AI.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little bit unclear.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And considering then when my type of work I do it, I need to be accurate on what I'm doing. So
that's true.
Inaccuracies,
it makes sense. You
accurate
felt
news
like this
is-
would be
yeah.
a poor reflection on you in your line of work.
yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Is that why Christian left?
I don't think we can talk about my Christian.
You
By the way,
You would have to ask
Nick
him. You would have to-
Castellanos just hit a home run.
dang, Scott, you
No,
have to
did he
ask him that.
actually? No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god. Tonight?
Just now.
Describe baseball to me if I've never heard of baseball before.
A bunch of
Um,
men in tights. Take a
Nick,
long stick
baseball
and hit
is
balls.
yeah.
Cool.
Nick, baseball is when you take a big stick and you hit a ball with it, and it goes very far. And big muscular men run around in tight.
How is that different than cricket?
It's not. It's not much different, I guess.
Baseball. No, I'll be flat honest with you
I mean,
all
it's a
right now.
different field.
Both American football and baseball do get some origin, but to both cricket and rugby.
That's true. Football takes from rugby.
And if we all, even the chat, you'll agree with me on this, when we all admire classic cartoons, the Saturday cartoons, I specifically have pointed out Bugs Bunny when he is going up against Yosemite Sam and voting was on election day, and he says, and I quote, "I speak softly, but I carry a big stick." So
I know exactly
Teddy
what you
Roosevelt.
mean.
But Scott, I gotta ask you this: that if you had to choose between Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry, what would you choose? And this goes to everyone to the chat.
Oh, this is
If you had to
easy.
choose your classic Saturday cartoon, what would it be?
Well, if we're talking about classic Saturday morning cartoons, I go Muppet Babies. But between those two, Tom and Jerry.
Pre-90s.
Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Oh, Christian wants to join. Should I let him in and we can talk a little bit about baseball here? Let's do it.
I know Scott, being Scott, probably has like questions as well. So I know Scott always likes to ask questions to visitors.
Admitting to in his car driving right now is admitting to the Zoom room right now is C Money himself, Christian Cardoza. He's connecting to audio as we speak, and he is connected. How are you doing, Christian? Awesome. We cannot. Can anyone hear Christian right now?
It's just you. I can hear him just fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear.
There we go.
Yeah.
How you doing, Christian?
I'm tired, but I'm good.
Yeah,
How's
me
everybody
too.
up there?
Me too. We're good.
Good.
So, Christian, it's good to see you,
Scott,
man.
do you want to ask Christian the question that you asked
I have a-
Jared
I have a-
not too
I have
long
a-
ago?
I have a couple of questions for Christian.
Sure.
We have all we've all been hosts and have left Remy's Roundtable. And in fact, the only co-host to stay on Remy's Roundtable is AI. Christian, why we're going around the room? We've all answered. Why did you leave Remy's Roundtable?
Want the truth and honesty behind that? I'm just gonna say it politely. I didn't leave. He pretty much told me that I had no room on the show anymore, and that he was
Wow.
looking for other ventures to do with the program. So I said that's
Yeah,
fine.
because that's when
no
he was
problem.
going into all the Florida theme park stuff. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So that's when I'm like, okay, well, no problem. That's more focus on my show, more focus on what I have to do. So that's the truth, honesty, right there. So
Do you still
what's the
talk
answer
to? Are you like is Studio 21 and Remy's Roundtable like enemy shows? Like, is this a West Side Story or something?
No, I don't see it like that. I see it as my own entity. I see it as
No,
my
I
own
know.
entity
I'm
just as
kidding.
much as I see it as Remy's own entity too. So
Could you imagine
It's
like Christian and Remy like doing the West Side Story fight, like the do 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 do?
Oh my God, that would be amazing. All right,
like in front of the Universal Globe.
Remy has his shirt off eating popcorn
Yeah,
during
Remy-
it.
Christian, another question for you.
Sure.
How do you feel about Major League Baseball umpire Angel Rodriguez?
Hernandez.
Angel Hernandez.
Angel Hernandez is an asshole. He is the
And people
asshole
to get your
to.
groceries. Do not go out in public, or you will be shot.
I think you said that.
He is the epitome to what Satan is, only worse.
Oh, wow.
Like he's that bad. He's to the point where he's blown a lot of calls, strikes where it shouldn't
Did you
be
see
strikes,
the?
it should be.
Did you see the Phillies call where he was line judge and Bryce Harper swung apparently?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Terrible.
Network. I'm like, this guy's got to go. He's fucked
He
up so
does.
much shit. Like he really's got to go. He's got to go. I'm sorry for the bad words, but that's how I feel about
That's
Angel
all right.
Hernandez. He's got to go. He's
It's an
like
explicit
age.
show.
He's like age to umpiring in Major League Baseball.
Oh my God.
He's got to go.
So now we have a devil. We have a Lord Remy and we have a devil Angel Hernandez in the Creators United universe, the
Wow.
cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Christian, Team Israel or Team Palestine?
Oh
Don't go
wow.
there.
Okay. Oh my God.
Do not go
Oh.
there, Scott.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. You go down that road. Okay. Team Israel, obviously. I'm part Jewish, so yeah, I'm going for Team Israel on that one.
All right.
Yes, definitely Team Israel.
Scott, there has to be somebody texting you. There's no way. There's
I'm coming up with this on my own. Are you kidding me?
No, these have to be fed into you, man. There's no way.
Listen, I have the balls to ask just about anything. I just don't have the creativity to write them. Okay. So yes, I have ghostwriters.
Are you paying them fairly, or are they getting
They get paid just as much as the Ryans do to do their segment on my show.
Okay, so nothing. You're gonna have a picket line in front
Scott,
of your.
how much are you paying Steve the intern?
Nothing.
He's my highest paid person right now.
And he's an intern. He's an unpaid intern.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a picket line in front of the Sandpiper Vacation Studios pretty soon.
Wow. That's crazy.
That is.
That's crazy.
So
Any other questions you want to ask, or I mean, I'm open.
Scott, you have any
No,
more
I appreciate
questions?
you being a good sport, Christian. You're
problem.
awesome.
I
Ryan,
tried.
Yes.
what's that, Ryan?
I was going to ask if you had any other questions you wanted to get off your chest.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good right now. I'll wait to see if
Oh, come
more
on, like
inspiration comes.
either good double check.
No, Chris, that's where I draw the line. I'm not okay, Christian. When I say who comes to mind?
Drugs. That's it.
I can think of two people right now.
Angel Hernandez.
Rupert Murdoch and Angel Hernandez. Yes,
That's good. Those are good. Good answers. Good answers.
Oh, Brad, you don't forget you didn't throw Joe West into that man.
Oh yeah, Joe West, he's retired. Angel Hernandez still lingering around like AIDS. He's really got to go. He's got to go. Well, what he did to Bryce Harper deserves no mercy of any kind. I mean, that was the most stupidest, most foulest call I've ever seen. And Bryce had every single right to be pissed off.
Christian, what would you do? What would you do if you went to if you went to a Rays game and Angel Hernandez was the umpire? What would you do?
Oh my God, what I wouldn't do. That's the question.
That's the same answer that Chris would give. Chris Yob would give if we said if you and Nick are in a room together.
That's true.
I mean, if I were to come across him, I would tell him this. I'd be like, listen, you should be ashamed for being an MLB umpire. You should have never been born. Your mother should have killed you the minute you got out of her womb. Like, seriously. You should not exist on this earth. I mean, leave umpiring to people that actually know how to call balls and strikes, corner of the plate, not calling out it was safe. I mean, I get it that there is a system where MLB has instant replay, just like the NFL does, and now they're calling it behind home plate, and they're like, after reviewing the play, it's like, we're NFL, but baseball mode? Come on. It's like, since when do we switch to doing shit like that in Major League Baseball? I mean, they've really gone out of hand. With the stupid rules that they put up there, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Baseball's gone out of hand. Yeah.
Now, folks, mind you, this is the kind of stuff that Steve and I talk properly between he and I before we record, like to get the vent off our chest.
Yeah. I mean,
Christian, how do you feel about how the Yankees did this season?
Stop it, Dane.
No,
not cool. I draw the line there.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You want me to answer that? I'll give you an answer to that. They were shit. They were terrible. Aaron Judge.
Angel Hernandez.
My vocabulary now. That douchebag. No. Aaron Judge should think about a big toe versus his team. Okay, you can put on a bandage on a big toe and go out to play. Everybody on the Yankees roster were hurt. They were worthless, and they sucked this year. They were terrible. Terrible. I mean, let's face it. The Baltimore Orioles, that they were in the bottom of the barrel for almost 10 plus years, they did better than the Yankees did. Tampa has our number, and they did better than what we did. So, yeah, we sucked. We did. So in all honesty, yeah, we sucked. We were terrible.
You think they have a shot at the World Series next year?
Nah, there's still a lot of corrections.
Bullshit.
They have a lot of corrections they need to correct. Starting with the general manager, Brian Cashman. That douchebag needs to go. He's like a cancer to the team. You gotta go.
Which one do you hate? The Yankees general manager or Angel Hernandez? Which one worse?
Oh, come on. Oh, Hernandez by far.
All right. It's about 9:29 here. Scott, can you do some rapid fire questions for us?
Yeah, rapid fire questions. Okay, Christian.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a fuck, marry, kill. Okay.
Okay.
What's the GM of the Cashman? Okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Cashman, Remy, Angel Hernandez.
Kill Angel Hernandez. Fuck Remy. And Brian Cashman, the last one.
All right, so fuck Remy,
Seriously.
marry.
You
Angel
can't marry.
Hernandez
No,
and
you
kill?
can't marry Cashman though because he can't put a ring on it. You can't marry him.
It's getting cute out there.
All right, this is yes. My last question. This is a yes or no. Yes or no question. Actually, I've got two questions. All right. Yes or no question. Did Bush do 9/11?
Oh,
that's debatable, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Last question. If you had $1 million, would you spend it at Halloween Horror Nights, or would you hire someone to assassinate Angel Hernandez?
Oh, I would definitely put that money towards killing Angel Hernandez without a doubt. Kill his family and just be done with the name Hernandez. God, just be done with them. Yes.
So, Christian, never mind just killing the umpire. He's killing the entire bloodline.
For sure. The whole bloodline of Hernandez has got to go. Shit.
Oh.
Now you understand what I mean by RAW raw.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So-
I get it, but yeah, I mean, that's not it.
So
I
what
spent my $1 million to get rid of the entire family of Hernandez. Done.
So what I gathered
That's it.
from all this is Christian is actually Team Palestine.
Oh my God.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
All right. Where do we go from here?
Jesus.
Dane, you want to do
Oh.
the outro for us?
No, I don't. I
All right,
want
Scott,
this
what's
to
coming
go
up
on
on the No New
forever.
Friends podcast?
No New Friends podcast, the podcast for adults who love to laugh at adulting. We've got a bunch of funny shenanigans. As always, we got a really good episode coming out this Sunday where we talked about girl math and Disney math and gay math and all that. So a lot of fun. And and then we've got some fun stuff coming up in November. NNF Reacts coming to a Twitch stream near you.
Jared and C Money, or sorry, Big Country and C Money. What's coming up on Studio 21?
You got it, boy.
So we're keeping up coverage of the postseason. So starting with, I think tomorrow or Saturday is the American League and National League Championship Series, depending on the Phillies and the Braves, how the outcome will that be.
Yep.
But we're doing postseason coverage, and after postseason, World Series. After World Series, we're going to take a quick break for a little bit until we get into the winter meetings to see where the big names like Shohei, Mike Trout, and all these other big cats are going to be landing in the free agency market. So that's what's coming up for Studio 21.
Awesome. Dane, what's coming up on Big Beautiful Diz?
So I found this this old PS1 game like online. It was like a download online. It's called Walt Disney World Magical Racing. And it's basically Mario Kart, but they're Disney characters, and the tracks take place in like attractions at Disney World. So like there's like a big Thunder Mountain one, there's a Space Mountain track. I'm terrible at video games, as people know. So it's real interesting. I go the wrong way a couple times. It's a good time. That's coming out on Saturday. So
when I beat Big Thunder on this, this would be Disneyland's Disney's Magic Kingdom, but on the SNES, on the NES, I beat Big Thunder on the first try.
Nice.
Very cool.
very cool. What's coming up on Cases Continuity and Newity, Ryan?
Oh my God. Continuity, guys.
Newity, sorry.
I've heard continuity pronounced 18 different ways in the last 3 weeks. Continuity, not difficult.
All of the pronunciations were in Remy's segment.
Continuity. Ryan, what's coming up on Cases of Continuity this week?
Fourth James Bond actor Timothy Dalton starts out. He only gets 2 movies. Want to know why? Join me for our discussion of The Living Daylights coming out on Wednesday.
He left the Bond series to pursue opportunities with Remy's Roundtable.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He was the worst Bond ever.
Who, Remy or Timothy Dalton?
Remy.
Timothy Dalton.
Oh.
He's an interesting one. I look forward to diving into
Remy
his
would never
again.
get starred as Bond.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They have a new they need a new Bond. Remy's the guy, I think.
John
All right,
Roberts.
Yeah, John Roberts. Yeah, John Roberts is the one.
note, thank you so much to our special guest, C Money and Big Country.
Absolutely. Thank you so
from
much.
Studio 21. You can catch them on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, right? You're on Apple, all the
Yes,
major
sir.
podcast platforms.
Yep.
Just check that out. That's Studio 21. I can't wait as we get closer to the World Series to hear their take on the Phillies and whoever they're going to be playing. So on behalf of Dane, the sophisticated gentleman Ryan, and myself, Scott, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
And Scott,
We love you.
we love you.
Love you guys.
Yes, we love you, Scott.